The Creel apartment. Every time I visit, I learn more. Most of all, I like to learn more about Mrs. Creel. Louise, let me in straight away.
Oh, Scott, your face. What happened to you?
Never mind that. What happened to your apartment?
Someone's been through it.
Obviously. Any ideas?
Yes. I'm sure it was arranged by a businessman called Joel Jones. Scott, you're a detective. Will you sort this out for me, please? Here's $100. Take it.
Okay. You've hired me.
Thank goodness. Now I feel safe again.
A slashed painting. Art critics don't usually use knives.
They were brutes, not critics.
Same thing, except they probably had nicer suits. A smashed cabinet.
They shattered all of my crystal.
You think they were opera singers?
Oh, Scott, this is hardly the right time for wisecracks.
That's never stopped me before. Those happy snaps of Louise at the bank are gone. I wonder who's got them now. What do you keep in the safe, Louise?
My jewelry?
Is it still there?
No. I don't know how they knew the combination.
Can I have a look?
I suppose so. The combination is 5 clicks left, 8 clicks right, 1 click left.
I'd call that empty.
What did you expect?
Those insurance papers are nowhere to be seen, and I can't ask about them without admitting to breaking in myself. Were they stolen, or is she hiding them from me? A slashed sofa. I'm sure it could still seat 2 comfortably.
You're looking at the sofa as if it's given you an idea, Scott.
Maybe it has.
Scott, when it's safe again, maybe I'll get ideas too. But right now, I'm worried sick. I can't relax until I know that Jones will leave me alone.
Of course. I'm sorry, Louise.
Don't be. Some ideas aren't all bad.
Tell me about Joel Jones.
He's been harassing me since Frederick died. He said they had unfinished business and wanted to look around my apartment. I was even followed for a while. Finally, he gave up, or so I thought.
What kind of businessman is he?
The worst kind. He gets what he wants, and I don't think many of his dealings are legal.
What do you know about the First National Diamonds?
I don't know anything, Scott. I swear.
Tell me about Dan Small.
I haven't seen him, and I don't miss him. He was Frederick's friend, not mine.
Tell me about the killing of Angela Donald.
I don't know anything about her death, Scott. Do you think it's related to what happened here?
I'm sure of it. Mind if I look the place over?
I'll show you the bedroom.
Lead on.
Oh, Scott, look at this.
You'd better sack your cleaning lady.
Oh. It's awful. What am I going to do?
It's not so bad. With a bit of work, you'll never know a tornado was through.
It upsets me, Scott. I'm going to the other room.
I ain't Goldilocks. Louisa's bed. Louisa's bed. A bachelor can always use a needle and thread. Louise won't miss it. A silver fox fur. No wonder Freddie was reduced to robbing banks. This ain't vaudeville, and I ain't the pantomime horse. A silver fox fur. An open wardrobe. A wide-brimmed hat. Perfect for keeping the sun out of your eyes and for keeping others from recognizing you. A man with one head doesn't need two hats. An open wardrobe. It's already been ransacked by experts. An open wardrobe. A photo of Freddie and Gigi. Gigi didn't let on that he knew Freddie well enough to go to the races.
Anything interesting?
Bedrooms are always interesting, but no clues. Sorry. Tell me about Gigi McPherson.
Mr. McPherson? I don't know him very well. One of my husband's associates. He had quite a few of them.
Lots of associates, but no friends.
So it seems. One of Frederick's old photographs. He spent more time with his friends than with me.
I can't imagine why.
Tear it up. I've had enough of the past.
Yeah, me too.
But what if they come back, Scott?
They won't. They've already had a good search. Just stay here, and only open the door for me.
Good night.
Jake's joint, still a hotbed for criminal activity, and getting hotter.
Hey, buddy. Dropped in to watch Gigi lose.
Just you. Wait.
The blackjack players. Looks like the poker game is short a hand. Red Randall's. We're down to 2 wise monkeys. Mickey Murphy and Gigi McPherson, the mover and the shaker. Tell me about Joel Jones.
Big Joe. Well, you know that he runs this town.
He does the work, Sanger. Horses, girls, liquor, clubs, you name it.
Yep, and 1 in every 3 creams waits for him as well.
Tell me about Dan Small.
Still ain't seen him, Scott.
Me neither.
What do you know about the First National diamonds?
They were stolen. I thought you knew that.
And no one's found him yet, neither.
Tell me about yourself.
I can tell you he's losing.
Aw.
Tell me about Angela Donald.
Don't know nothing about that, Anger.
Let it go, buddy. For your sake. It won't bring her back, but it might help you join her. Hey! Nice pick. You boys go out often?
Shut up, Mickey. Yeah, sure, we went to the track a couple times. What of it?
Hey, take it easy, horseman.
Looks like we hit a nerve.
No, you didn't hit nothing. I just don't like talking about dead people, you know.
Back at my office. Siesta time.
Mail.
Thanks, Jack. Mr. Anger, we have your girlfriend. No cops or we kill her. You have 5 days to bring us the diamonds or we kill her. We'll tell you where. Your important friends. I don't like this letter. I don't like the men who sent it, whoever they are. When I find them, I'll tell them with my fists. Someone's been through my desk. There's some stuff missing. My desk. Back at Mac's. Howdy, Mac.
Hey, Scott.
August 2. Morning edition. Creel murder suspect slain in jail. Seems Thumbs Mackenzie was found bashed to death in his cell. 6 prisoners are being questioned. The same 6 are in jail after bungling a robbery on the First National Bank on the same day as the diamond heist. Hair, someone else's. The barber's chair. Real comfortable. I'd get one for the office, but I have trouble typing upside down.
Towel time. Those are some bruises, Scott. You should watch yourself. Do you believe it? Periwig, 25 to 1. Sure, I'll take the bet. Slow horses pay my rent. Finished. Have a nice day, Scott.
Mac could use his aftershave as paint stripper. Back at Meg's. Donuts and coffee, thanks. There's nothing like a good cup of coffee. And that was nothing like a good cup of coffee. I'm full. I'll save this for later. The police station, still large, still square, still full of citizens who let their high spirits get away from them.
That's some shiner. You okay, Scott?
As long as I don't blink.
You feel like sharing the reason, or is it poison?
My search for Dan got mixed up with the first national diamond robbery. Some thugs thought I knew more than I let on, so they took me to a warehouse and tried to pound the diamonds out.
They sure ain't no judge of character. Give me the address and I'll get right onto it.
I gave him all the details and showed him the scars. They helped the story.
Thanks. I better get a refill.
There's a piece of paper in it. It's a schedule of upcoming raids on illegal off-course betting shops. Let's see. There he is, right on cue. Mac the Barber, August 5th. I'll make a note of that. There's a piece of paper in it. Tell me about Joe Jones.
That's one crook that's not behind bars. He's got some friends around here. I shouldn't be talking about it.
Tell me about G.G. McPherson.
There's a lot of lowlife around. I don't remember anything on that particular specimen.
Tell me about Thumbs McKenzie.
Revenge killing. The guys who bashed him didn't know Thumbs was in on the diamond robbery until the newspaper report. Your girl, Frankie, wrote Thumbs' death warrant.
That's a low blow, Denton.
Oh, yeah? If you'd have told us about Thumbs' involvement in the robbery instead of her, he'd still be alive. How low is that? Get out, Anger. I'm sick of looking at you.
Denton really should see about that ulcer. back of the Tribune. I'd better see if any more of my rivals have made the obituaries. Frankie was out, but the news hounds let me in. I'd never seen Frankie's desk without Frankie at it. I thought I'd sit down. Frankie's typewriter. Anything typed on this might wind up on the features page. Frankie's already given away enough of my secrets. Frankie's notepad. I'll use it here. If I take it, Frankie will be mad at me when she gets back. Bottles of ink. I'll use it here. Bottles of ink. Bottles of ink. Glue. I've read it. Frankie's desk. The desk drawer. A torn photograph. Can't tell who. Hope it's no one I know. Frankie's 32. Frankie carries this around in case of trouble. She isn't carrying it with her now. I guess she wasn't expecting trouble. That's usually when it comes. It's worth my job if Denton catches me carrying this. Laundry ticket 10 for the Red Dragon Laundry. Frankie must have something in for cleaning. Laundry ticket 10 for the Red Dragon Laundry. Frankie must have something in for cleaning. Frankie's makeup. I remember the scent of her perfume and the taste of her lipstick. Frankie's makeup. This should hide my bruises, as long as it stays dark. It looks better on Frankie. Frankie's makeup. An office phone. The direct line to the newspaper morgue. Copy boy.
Yep. What do you want?
Frankie.
She ain't been in. What can I get you?
What have you got on Joel Jones? Joel Jones is the big man in town. Lots of photographs of Jones hosting charity galas, doing good works, attending openings, and otherwise being prominent. The most recent is a Society page's gush about the upcoming opening of his new club, the Blue Angel. There's an address for the club and one for his mansion outside of town. Copy boy.
That's me.
What have you got on G.G. McPherson?
Nothing.
Copy boy.
You again?
What have you got on Thumbs McKenzie?
Read the paper, mister.
Copy boy.
Frankie always says please.
Please.
It ain't the same.
Copy boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on Dan Small?
Nothing.
Copy boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on Angela Donald? This feature was written a month ago. about the Sweet Dreams nightclub fire. The cops smelled arson but couldn't make it stick. The key prosecution witness, Angela Donald, was murdered, and the evidence died with her. The owner, Joseph Wachewski, posted a reward for information on the killing of Angela, but no one collected. Copy boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on the First National diamonds? Seems that a daylight raid liberated a cache of diamonds from the First National Bank on June 15th. Witnesses saw 3 bandits. 2 were slim, medium build, one in a gray suit, the other in a brown jacket with leather patches. The third guy was a giant. The 3 fled in different directions. The man in brown had the ice. Police arrived just as 6 armed men turned up. Police captured the lot. They're all in jail pending trial on firearm offenses. No bail, no diamonds. There's a list of suspects, but no names I recognize. No new leads since Frankie's story. Copy boy.
Yep. What do you want?
Stick your head out here for a second. So where's Frankie?
Out.
Where?
I don't know. She was working late on the first when 2 guys came up. Big guy and a small fella. They were talking some kind of exclusive. An interview.
She left with him?
Yep. In a green sedan.
Did they say where they were going?
The little guy said something about fresh mountain air. That's all I know, mister. I got work to do.
The Red Dragon Laundry. Takes a lot of soap to clean a red dragon. Just what you need in a heat wave. A steam room. A laundry attendant. My job is digging up dirty laundry. His job is cleaning it. We should go into partnership.
Yes.
Laundry, cleaned and pressed. All kinds of clothing. I should give him a ticket first.
Anger. Don't look around. Jesus, Samuel. I said don't turn around. If anybody knows I'm here, I'm dead.
Hello, Mickey. What's the occasion?
I'm worried for you. I don't want to lose a pal. Gigi and Red have been acting jumpy since you started asking questions. If you ask me, they're hiding something. Now Red's hiding himself. He wasn't in the joint last night. Something stinks. Even worse than your poker plan.
You can keep the insult, but I'll take the warning. I'll watch my back.
You do that. Anything else? I can't stay long.
Tell me about G.G. McPherson.
Gigi's jumpy at the best of times, but right now he's spring-loaded. He's been asking me about you. That could be nothing. You're an interesting guy.
Thanks. Tell me about Frankie Henderson.
She's pretty sharp. She's not afraid to write a story the way she sees it. She's put a few noses out of joint.
Which noses?
The people who run the town. And I don't mean the mayor.
Tell me about Thumbs McKenzie.
I heard, but I figured it was coming to him. Seems to me like Thumbs and his partners got a lead on those diamonds and pulled the snatch in front of the nose of another gang. Sooner or later, that other gang was bound to find out. You been stirring all this up, Scotty? Someone has to wear the consequences.
Tell me about Joel Jones.
He's a big man, Anger. Cops eat from his hand, you know what I'm saying? Watch who you talk to. And if you're going after him, make sure you've got a grand jury on your side.
Does he have two goons on the payroll? A little sadist and a big lug?
Sounds a lot like Smart Charlie and Dumb Charlie. Stay out of Smart Charlie's way. He's as crazy as snow in July.
So I gathered. Tell me about Red Randall Hanna.
I've been playing poker with him for ages, but I just can't trust him. At least can't trust him more than the other crims I know.
What's his racket?
He don't say, and I don't ask. Look, I gotta go.
Thanks, Mickey. I owe you one.
Anytime, pal. And no waving.
So, Red Randall is missing, and Gigi is hiding something. Back at my office. Wake up, Ralphie. It's time for bed.
What? No. Llama. Yeah. Good shot, but learn from the master. Mind the fork, will ya? I'm out of cigarettes.
That habit will kill you, Ralphie.
Ralph! 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 He was wearing brown, Scott. Brown! I should have known I'd get plugged by a hood with lousy dress sense.
So long, pal. Sleep well. My partner, shot by a man in brown. Ralph's keys, all of them. Ralph's gun, too much gun. He didn't have time to get it out. I'm carrying enough. Any more and I'll have to hold a garage sale. I'm carrying enough. My partner, shot by a man in brown. It's never wise to leave the scene of a crime unless you're the criminal. It's never wise to leave the scene of a crime unless you're the criminal. The cops arrived, late as usual. Denton kept me at the station for 2 hours while he chiseled the names of possible suspects out of me. Everyone I named was missing, dead, or too big for Denton to touch. None of it did Ralph any good. Nothing would. The police kept his gun, probably just as well. First Angela, now Ralph. I needed a drink. I had a bottle of whiskey. It was enough. I'm here, but I don't remember crawling here. I'm pretty tired. A filing cabinet. It's locked. It's dead, like Ralph. Ralph's chair. It's empty. It'll always be empty. It's morning. The citizens sit in their offices pouring Java over their ulcers. The drunks sleep it off. The grifters just sleep. Frankie's dress. I remember her in it. Frankie's dress. I'm not putting it on, but I will check the pockets. Her notepad. The laundry people must be used to her.
Expose on organized crime. Mayor's new incentive. Scott's case. A link? Joel Jones. Blue Angel Club.
Ralph's not here to stop me. I wish he was. I haven't seen today's paper yet. Ralph's not here to stop me. I wish he was. Let's see. Nothing in our files. There will be after I finish this case. Ralph's not here to stop me. I wish he was. Ralph's not here to stop me. I wish he was. Let's see. Angela Donald was a torch singer at the Sweet Dreams nightclub. The club was burned down on June 15th. Angela saw an unfamiliar red-headed man leaving the club that night via the back door. She became a prime witness. She hired me to watch over her. On the night of June 18th, I was walking with her back to the office. A green sedan with two men inside pulled up alongside us. Shots were fired. Angela was hit. She died on the way to hospital. The car was never found. I might have saved her, but I went to draw my gun instead of pushing her clear. Back at Mac's. Howdy, Mac.
Hey, Scott.
August 3. Morning edition. Private investigator shot dead in alley. Tell me something I don't know. Something that'll wash this sour taste of grief out of my mouth. The police are planning a group booking here. No shaving involved. These are the details. You might want to do a bit of cleaning, but you didn't hear it from me.
Thanks, stranger.
Towel time.
You don't know how lucky you are having normal facial hair. I used to go through a razor a day on that Freddie Creel guy. Do you believe it? Lady Fair in the 6th. Got it. I'll keep taking your money for as long as you keep giving it to me. Finish. Have a nice day, Scott.
Mac is always worth a nickel. Most mornings my hands shake too much to hold a razor. Back at Meg's. Donuts and coffee, thanks. Meg's Coffee, the universal solvent. I'm full. I'll save this for later. Back at the police station.
How you holding up?
I've been better.
Take it easy, Anger. I mean that.
Sent a car around to that warehouse. Nothing in it but a bunch of empty crates. The alarm was broken, like you said. I believe you, but the rest of the boys don't. I'm sorry, Anger.
Thanks. I better get a refill.
An evidence box. Police report on the fire at 1944 Tannery Road tenement building. 6 men dead. The insurance company suspects arson and has refused payout to the owner, Joel Jones. There's a note that Joel Jones owns several other properties. A red-haired man was reported at the scene by fire crews. He was enjoying the blaze. The book of matches was found in the cellar. Mickey Murphy was among the dead. He told me to watch my back, but didn't watch his own. I'll miss you, Mickey. Tell me about Ralph Spencer.
Sorry about Ralph. There's a full investigation going on. I know you won't do anything stupid. Revenge is just another kind of murder, Anger.
Angela and Ralph were both shot in the alley behind my office. There may be a link to the diamonds. Help me out.
Okay, Anger. Anything to find that ice, but let me know what you learn. Don't go running off half-baked.
What have you got on the killing of Angela Donald?
I'll get it.
A book of matches from the Sweet Dreams nightclub. That's where Angela used to sing, before it burned down a month back. Smells like the same smoke to me. Charcoal. Debris from burned wood. A piece of charcoal shouldn't be missed.
Here you go.
She was killed outside the office of Spencer and Anger Investigations. Scott Anger was a witness. He reported that a green sedan pulled up alongside and shots were fired. Donald was shot in the throat. She was dead on arrival. 3 .44 caliber rounds were found embedded in the wall of the building behind Donald. A cop on the beat saw a woman running from the area shortly after the shooting. She wore a silver fox fur and large hat. Police were unable to trace her. Tell me about Mickey Murphy.
A window at street level is broken. The cellar's choked with metal shards from gasoline cans, soot, and rubble. A crude gasoline bomb started the fire and killed 6 men.
Including Mickey Murphy.
Yeah. Moving Mickey. He wasn't such a bad guy. He used to apologize every time we arrested him.
She was killed outside the office of Spencer and Anger Investigations. Scott Anger was a witness. He reported that a green sedan pulled up alongside and shots were fired. Donald was shot in the throat. She was dead on arrival. 3 .44 caliber rounds were found embedded in the wall of the building behind Donald. A cop on the beat saw a woman running from the area shortly after the shooting. She wore a silver fox fur and large hat. Police were unable to trace her. Tell me about Frankie Henderson.
I can tell you that she ain't been pestering me lately. Why are you asking about her?
No reason. What do you know about the First National Diamonds?
Do a guy one favor, and he figures he owns you. Don't wear it out, Anger.
Tell me about Red Randall Hanna.
There's a lot of lowlife around. I don't remember anything on that particular specimen.
I'm clean out of questions for now.
Stay out of trouble.
The Red Dragon Laundry. Could you clean this for me?
1/4. Thank you.
Back at the Tribune. I guess I have my own desk now. Frankie's desk. I wish she was back. Copy, boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on Randall Hanna?
Nothing.
Copy, boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on Mickey Murphy? Six dead in tenement fire. Seems 6 people were killed in a fire on the night of August 4, including a guy called Mickey Murphy. Fire started in the basement. There are suspicious circumstances. Police are investigating. Copy, boy.
Yep. What do you want?
Copy, boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on Joel Jones? One story says that Joel Jones is a keen game hunter. Seems last winter he was snowed in at his new hunting cabin for 3 days. There's a photograph of the cabin. The reporter was Francine Henderson. She's not around to tell me where it is. Copy, boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on Ralph Spencer?
Nothing.
Copy, boy.
Yep. What do you want?
Frankie's desk. Red ink. I'm ready to start debiting. Red ink. I'm ready to start debiting. I can change it to 16, 18, 19, or 20. 20. That was a tuxedo. I might have use for that. I don't have any formal wear. 19. I think that was a maternity dress. I'm not expecting. 18 was a bellhop uniform. I'm not that desperate for tips. I don't know what garment 16 is. I don't want it if it's a sailor suit. 20. That was a tuxedo. I might have use for that. I don't have any formal wear. So long as I don't sneeze, it should stay there for a few hours. Anything typed on this might wind up on the features page. Frankie's already given away enough of my secrets. Frankie's makeup. I remember the scent of her perfume and the taste of her lipstick. Back at my office. Someone took the Spencer out of Spencer and Anger. My hat makes a man look dignified. The Red Dragon Laundry.
Yes.
Laundry, cleaned and pressed. Back at my office. The office is too damn quiet. I can hardly stand to be here. Some guy's tuxedo. I hope he doesn't need it over the next few days, because I do. The trousers are too long. Time for some sewing. Darn. It should hold together, so long as I don't do anything strenuous, like breathing. Evening wear is for the evening. It's afternoon. The heat rises off the sidewalks and the bankers downtown pick their teeth and skim off another 3%. It's afternoon. It's afternoon. It's evening. The citizens listen to their radios and digest pot roast. The night shift smoke their first Lucky and finger their trumpets, their pearls, or their Walther 38s. Some guy's tuxedo. I know that address. That's where the Sweet Dreams nightclub used to be, until it burned down. I'm pretty tired. The Blue Angel nightclub. I knew the angel who used to sing here, back when it was the Sweet Dreams. That all went up in smoke. The sign on the front door says, "Opening soon." I'd expect some workers to be getting the place ready, but right now the joint is closed and quiet. I could break in, but maybe it's not as empty as it looks. I'd rather not give someone a legal entitlement to shoot me. The front door was shut tight, but there was a light at the back door. I went in. An old friend was waiting for me just inside.
You here for band rehearsal?
Sure. Hope I'm not late.
Where's your instrument?
I'm a crooner.
Hey, don't I know you?
You must be thinking of my brother. He's in the circus.
Oh yeah? I like the circus.
Sure you do. Which way to the rehearsal room?
Go down that way and turn left, mister.
I went backstage and got lost as quickly as possible. My cover would be blown the instant anyone heard me sing, if you can call it singing. A cupboard. Overalls, the universal uniform of the working man. These will keep my tux clean. I'm ready to do some dirty work. A treble clef.
time. I don't pay you to stand around. And shave off that mustache. Looks like something crawled under your nose and died there.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Get on with it. And clean up the bathroom. It's disgusting.
Yes, Mr. Jones. So, that was Big Joel Jones. You know a man has grown too successful when he doesn't recognize his own janitor. Big Joel and Angela. When he was done with her, he threw her away. A mansion. Big Joel must get homesick when he's working nights. A mountain cabin called Pinewood. It looks isolated. It's the place shown in the newspaper photograph minus the snow. It'll be easy to find now that I know what it's called. A filing cabinet. A bad place to keep secrets. A good place to find them. It's not locked. Maybe he's careless. Maybe there's nothing in here worth caring about. Let's see. There's nothing on Angela, but there's some stuff on the Sweet Dreams. It was losing money like they'd stopped printing the stuff. The only nights they got a decent take was when Angela was singing. Let's see. Red Randall Hannah. There's a receipt here for services rendered. Consultancy work. June 15. I didn't know Red was a consultant. I think I'll keep this one. Let's see. G.G. McPherson. Nothing under McPherson. G for G.G. Nothing. Wait. His real name is Ashley. No wonder he named himself after a horse. Nope. Nothing under A. Let's see. Frankie rates a whole file. That's all the stories she's written in the Tribune about J. Jones, businessman. Some of them border on libel. Atta girl, Frankie. But I don't think the big man likes you. That might not have been wise. Let's see. MacDonald, McGilwraith, McTavish, no Mackenzie. It doesn't look like Thumbs was on the payroll.
Hey, I thought you were the singer.
I'm a singing janitor.
Oh.
So, that's Big Joel's next insurance payout. I dropped the overalls in a bin. The work was okay, but the conditions were appalling. Jake's joint. Another night in the shadows. G.G. McPherson, lone criminal.
Inga! Jesus, did you hear about Mickey?
Yes, I did. They pulled 6 bodies out of the rubble. His was the first. What do you know about it?
I don't think they were toasting marshmallows. I want out before I'm next.
Then why aren't you running?
Money. Me and the horses are on a losing streak. But I might sell you some very hot information for the right price.
You might make some sense of this. Big Joel lost it.
Perryways running in race 8. If this is a Joel fix, then I'll be in the money. Meet me here after the race. If Periwig comes on first, I'll tell you a hot tip myself.
Tell me about Red Randall Hanna.
I'm through talking for free, Anger. Time is money. My time, your money.
Back at my office. Hey, Ralph, what do you... Oh, nuts. My hat. The shadow of the hat and coat must have looked like me, but with more personality. Siesta time. It wasn't the noise that woke me. It was the silence. No one was lighting a cigarette. No one was snoring. No one was creaking back in his chair. No one was there. No one but me. When I woke up, the pillow was hairy. My mustache had worn off. I woke up with my face smeared across the sheets. My makeup had worn off. Back at Mac's. Howdy, Mac.
Hey, Scott.
August 4. Morning edition. Boy 7 dead in drain. Seems a kid was fished out of a storm water drain. He'd been missing for 2 days. Police are investigating reports of a man acting suspiciously near the drain.
Towel time. I had the mayor in here for a shave yesterday.
Did you cut him?
Nah, I didn't cut him, but I charged him a quota. Rich folks tax. Do you believe it? 8 to 5 tops. Sorry, favorites are like that. Finish. Have a nice day, Scott.
Mac could use his aftershave as paint stripper. The Tribune's open, but none of the journalists are there. The typesetters and cleaners can't help me. Back at my office. The Tribune's open, but none of the journalists are there. The typesetters and cleaners can't help me. The Red Dragon Laundry. I think you gave me the wrong laundry. These aren't my clothes.
Charlie! Thank you.
Could you clean this for me?
1/4. Thank you.
The Tribune's open, but none of the journalists are there. The typesetters and cleaners can't help me. Back at my office. Back at the Tribune. Copy boy.
Yep. What do you want?
What have you got on Joel Jones? The classified should have the address of Pinewood. Joel Jones bought it last year. 12 months is a lot of real estate ads to look through. At last, Pinewood. Here's the ad and the address. Fresh mountain views. Suit Hunter. Must sell now. Red ink. I'm ready to start debiting. I can change it to 16, 18, 19, or 20. 18 was a bellhop uniform. I'm not that desperate for tips. 18 was a bellhop uniform. I'm not that desperate for tips. Red ink. I'm ready to start debiting. I can change it to 16, 18, 19, or 20. 18 was a bellhop uniform. I'm not that desperate for tips. Laundry ticket 10 for the Red Dragon Laundry. Frankie must have something in for cleaning. This should hide my bruises, as long as it stays dark. It looks better on Frankie. It's afternoon. Jake's is closed. Jake and his regulars are all sleeping peacefully in a puddle of gin. The center of town. You could shoot a bullet down Main Street without hitting an honest man. It's afternoon. It's afternoon. It's evening. Jake's joint.
Okay, listen up. Hotel Seville, room 78. There's a man there that you've been looking for. Me? I'll be elsewhere. And don't wait for a postcard.
I won't. The Creel apartment. I'm haunting the place like a ghost. Me and Freddie both.
Thank you for coming around again, Scott. A girl can almost feel safe.
I see you've cleaned up.
Oh, Scott, what's the point? They might come around again. I can't put my life in order until you've solved this for me.
I'm on it. You were nearby the night Angela died, Louise. I recognize the description.
Why, Scott,
Did you kill her, Louise? I haven't got time for acting.
How horrible! All right, I was there that night, but I didn't shoot her.
Keep going.
Joel Jones was bothering me after Freddie died. Joel was fond of Angela, so I thought she could help me get him off my back. I followed you and Angela that night, waiting for you to leave. Then I heard the shots. I ran. Is that what you want to hear?
It'll have to do. Tell me about Frankie Henderson.
Who?
It doesn't matter. We were engaged once. It didn't take.
I was married once. It didn't take either.
Tell me about Red Randall Hanna.
I've never heard of him.
Tell me about Mickey Murphy.
I've never heard of him.
Tell me about Ralph Spencer.
I was so sorry to hear that dreadful news. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Ralph's not. Tell me about Thumbs Mackenzie.
That man got what he deserved.
Who do you think gave it to him?
Someone with an ounce of decency.
Mrs. Creel, I
He
think...
killed my husband. Now he's dead and I'm glad. Can we talk about something nice now?
I'll get back to work. Goodbye, Mrs. Creel.
Hurry back, Scott.
The Hotel Seville, a high-class hotel that won't put up with street drunks. Last time I was here, they threw me out.
I have called the house detective. I suggest you leave before he arrives.
I guess he remembered me. That's kind of touching. Back at my office. Siesta time. I woke up with my face smeared across the sheets. My makeup had worn off. My desk. back at Mac's. Howdy, Mac.
Hey, Scott.
August 5. Morning edition. Periwigged. Dark horse comes good in photo finish. Odds of 25 to 1. That's a lot of happy punters. How about periwig?
Periwig? Don't talk to me about periwig. It was a fix. I don't mind fixes in principle, so long as I know about them before they happen. Towel time. You know, sometimes, Scott, I'm reminded of a time long ago when a maniac with a razor got a job at a barbershop. They called him Mr. Hot Towel because he'd make like he was going to shave his victims, then towel their faces and cut their throats, then never scream because he was so fast. He got 17 of them, then just disappeared. He may have opened his own barbershop somewhere around here. Boo! I love that. Do you believe it? Look, I've told you I'm not taking your bets, and I mean it. Don't make me organize a visit to your house. Finished. Have a nice day, Scott.
Mac could use his aftershave as paint stripper. The Tribune's open, but none of the journalists are there. The typesetters and cleaners can't help me. It's early. The streets are as empty as the tips jar at Meg's Diner. It's early. The Tribune's open, but none of the journalists are there. The typesetters and cleaners can't help me. The center of town. It's morning. Back at the Tribune. Red ink. I'm ready to start debiting. I can change it to 16, 18, 19, or 20. That bellhop get-up could come in handy. That bellhop get-up could come in handy. A photo of Angela Donald. She's dead now. My fault. I don't want to think about it because if I do, I'll need a drink and then another, and before long I'll be waking face down in the gutter again. It's morning. It's morning. Pinewood, a little place in the...
Hey, Nosy, I found your little playmate. He doesn't have what we want. Too bad. Enjoy your last moments together.
A cabin in the mountains with Frankie. Be kind of romantic if it wasn't for the crackpot with a gun.
Scott, my knight in shining manacles. How's the rescue going so far?
All going to plan, just not my plan.
Got any ideas, Lancelot?
Not yet. Give me time to think.
Think fast, Einstein.
Is your hair pinned, or does it stay up by itself?
It's pinned up, but I can't reach it with my hands behind my back.
But I can. One rescue as ordered. I'll bill you later.
Not bad, Houdini. I could kiss you.
Save it for now. Act as if you're still tied up.
Okay, Sherlock.
Say your prayers!
He needed killing. Come on, Scott. Let's get out of here.
We found a sheriff and gave him a tour of the cabin. He nearly swallowed his cigar when he saw the dead thug on the floor. Frankie was in full swing by then. She had the facts, and she played them right. The finger pointed to the man who owned the cabin, Big Joe. Charges were laid against Frankie, but the Tribune paid her bail and got her out to write the story before I finished giving evidence. Cops are always soft on dames in self-defense cases. Frankie paid for a new windshield. I gave her the ransom note to keep as a souvenir. The Red Dragon Laundry.
Yes.
Laundry, cleaned and pressed. Back at my office.
I was real sorry to hear about Mr. Spencer. He was a good Joe. But I still need my rent money. That's a good start. Keep going.
Tell me about Ralph Spencer.
I ain't got time to chat, Mr. Anger. Okay, Mr. Anger. I'm all out of sympathy. You got 3 days to clear out.
Jake's joint. Red Randall. Time to drag him over the coals.
Hey, Seamus. How's the case?
The last poker player. The third little pig. That makes me the big bad wolf. Tell me about yourself.
You'll hear about me all over soon enough, Anger.
It's funny what you learn. A few fires spring up around town, including one with Mickey in it, and no one knows who lit 'em.
Yeah, that's right. No one knows. No evidence, nothing.
Don't be too sure.
Where did you get that?
It doesn't matter where it came from, it's where it's pointing. To the chair, Red, and then straight to hell. Hot enough even for you.
Drop it.
Jake, reckon you could stand to have some police in your joint this once?
I reckon I could. This once.
The cops came and dragged Red away. I gave them what I had in him and the fires, and they liked the sound of it. I'd done a good night's work. I'm going straight to the Seville. If anyone sees me in this getup, my career is washed up.
You're late. Your pay will be docked. Here's your pass key.
Room 78. Looks like the person I'm supposed to meet is not in. I might as well make myself comfortable. A brown jacket with leather patches. A man in brown. Ralph's dying words. Never put another man's clothes on until you work out who his enemies are. A brown jacket with leather patches. A man in brown. Ralph's dying words. An Oregon telephone book. This is a long way from home. A postal receipt. A 2-pound parcel went to Oregon on June 15. A postal receipt. A 2-pound parcel went to Oregon on June 15. A postal receipt. A 2-pound parcel went to Oregon on June 15. A Bible. I'm not going to count how many commandments I've broken. .44 shells, the bullet you use when you want to do more than scare someone. The bathroom. I didn't know bathrooms came without mold. It's a bad time for a shower. The occupant of the room might catch me with my pants down.
Oh, Jesus!
Down for the count. I guess he never expected a shower to fight back. A shaving kit, untouched, owned by a bearded man or a lazy one. Killing yourself was a nice plan, Creel. Dan was your body, and Thumbs was your fall guy. Killing Dan before he handed over the diamonds was your first mistake. Letting me get close was your second. You won't have a chance to make a third. Denton can tell you the rest when you wake up. Freddie Creel, thief, liar, and murderer. Clothes.
Good Lord! The bellhop's gone mad!
I'm not a bellboy, and I've never been saner. Go ahead and call the police. I can wait for the police. I think an unconscious killer will take their minds off a fake bellhop. Denton was all smiles. Seeing as Creel wasn't the body in the crusher, there was only one person it could be. A lost brother who's never coming home. Denton booked Freddie Creel for the murder of Dan Klein, alias Dan Small. I gave them the address of Dan's next of kin. She'll be here in a couple of days. 2 days later, I had a visitor from Oregon. Come in. Please, have a seat.
The police sent me a telegram.
I'm sorry, Miss Klein.
Without you, I never would have known.
No one would. Sometimes it's better not to.
I owe you this.
This money is wrong. I don't like what it bought you. Please take it back.
I'll spend it on flowers.
Spend it on dreams. Tell me about Angela Donald.
Nothing.
How about the killing of Carl Brewer?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hired him, and then I didn't hear. I thought he was just lazy, so I hired you.
If you'd told us about him, Ralph and I might have known to watch out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. What do you know about the First National Diamonds?
I haven't told the police this, Mr. Anger. I got a package in the mail 2 months ago. It was full of diamonds. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where Dan had got them from. I knew it couldn't be legal, but I didn't want to get him into trouble. So I hired a detective to find him. I should have called the police.
Where are they now?
They're here. Will you take them for me? Please don't bring Dan into it.
No promises, but I'll see what I can do. Tell me about Dan Small.
Klein is German for small. I suppose Dan was trying to save the family name. I'm sorry to have made it hard to find him.
You didn't know.
Officer Denton told me about the scar on his leg. He got it when he was 10. He was fishing.
Hey, fishing's not that sad. All kinds of nice people go fishing.
Thank you. I should go.
Thanks for coming.
No, thank you, Mr. Anger.
Oh, Miss Klein, forgot your suitcase.
It's not mine, Mr. Anger. It never was.
Miss Klein, call me Scott.
Goodbye, Scott.
An old case. I've seen a few. There they are. A cause of half a dozen murders or more. A heap of trouble over a small pile of things.
I've been waiting for you, Scott. Have you got the diamonds?
Perhaps.
I knew you'd win. You're rich.
You've hardly been helpful, Louise.
I'm sorry. But Freddie would have killed me if I had have said anything. Oh, Scott. You've suffered for so long. We both have. Let's run away together, you and me. What do you say?
What could I say? I didn't have to say anything. I could open the door and tell her to get out, or I could start driving with her by my side.
No, Louise. No matter where we went, I'd still see the faces of Ralph and Mickey and Dan and the others.
All right, Scott. I've made my play and lost. Do you mind if I smoke?
You still want that light?
I thought the police still had this. I guess Louise gets what she wants, even when she's on the wanted list.
You're a move, Mr. Private Detective.
I could drive her over to Denton, or open the side door and let her go. Which was it to be? Let's go, Louise. Some part of me would have liked to let Louise go, but she knew Dan was dead all along. I took her to Denton, who booked her for accessory after the fact and concealing evidence. Louise didn't say goodbye.
Wow, Scott, you just won yourself the keys to the city. Tell me, how'd you find these?
I told him. I kept the part about Carol out. That left a hole in it wide enough to fit a police truck. But they were so pleased to get their ice back, they just drove straight through without noticing. Back at the Tribune. Tell me about yourself.
Scott, honey, I'm busy. Later when I'm finished, we'll talk. Is that mine?
I borrowed it.
Have you been waving this around?
Only when necessary.
You could have got me into a lot of trouble, you big palooka. Lucky I'm grateful for being rescued. Now I got work to do. Scat. Oh, Scott. Do you really want to marry me?
Seems to me everything went wrong when I left you. Now all I want is to get you back.
That's beautiful. Let me think about it. I'll let you know, okay?
I understand, but not too long, huh? There's this whole string of girls.
Sure. I'll let you know soon. I promise.
I'm pretty tired. Back at my office. Siesta time. Back at Mac's. Howdy, Mac.
Hey, Scott.
Morning edition. Special extra. Gang busted. Mass arrests follow kidnapping of Tribune journalist. Prominent businessman charged. Nothing can bring back the dead, but this helps even the score.
Towel time. Are you going to the fight next week? I might take the wife. I'll tell her we're going to the opera. Do you believe it? He's not running today. No. I'll talk to you when he does. Finished.
I'll pay you tomorrow.
Don't come back until you do.
I looked long and hard for Dan Small, and I lost a lot of friends. Something kept me going, though. Something strong. Maybe it wasn't Dan who I'd been looking for after all. Maybe it was Carol. There was one way to find out.
A woman has faces along with airs and graces, but there's only one true woman inside. The average fellow won't cite it. The side she keeps most private, it's only seen through private eyes. A woman exposes expressions and poses, making men think she's got nothing to hide. Day and night they see a mask, but the man who sees her last is the one who looks through private eyes. The veil falls aside, releasing the disguise with the touch of her glove. A candlelit embrace, standing face to face, those private eyes see love. The woman is tried by eyes from every side. Through smoke and haze, men see her and sigh. They see the shadow of her smile, a reflection of her style. She only warms to private eyes. The woman is tried by eyes from every side. Through smoke and haze, men see her and sigh.